All right, traders, how you doing? So it's the 26th of July. It's the New York session table, the Great British Pound US Dollar analysis. I'm doing with pound futures, executing on the spot market, Great British Pound US Dollar. That's for anyone who's not familiar with the way I trade. And I've got short positions. I entered 2 positions up here. I took profits on 1.5 positions down here. Got the little pullback. Now we're down into VWAP on my remaining half a position, which I think I'm going to possibly hold to see if we can take out this trend line liquidity there and come down into this volume node area stroke. There's a structure point here where this single print is. But we'll see how this plays out. So with that said, let's get into the quick recap of why I took this trade. Weekly, you can see we're auctioning up. I highlighted that little structure point there. And also we've got this green line there, which is my volume node study. So that shows the high volume node there. And look, that's where we rejected from on the weekly. So it's a little bit like a point of control, but not the main point of control, because that's up there, if you know what I mean. So that's where we rejected from. Pretty straightforward, yeah. It's out of the way. On this chart, I drew out a couple of days ago now this potential supply zone. What we've got in that supply zone was high volume node, value area, high volume node. Well, this morning I traded from this high volume node. Earlier on this afternoon, you'll see the recaps in the Discord. I traded from this value area. I then saw, if I make this a bit bigger, when I came back later on, I then saw that that value area had been tapped once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. So you can see that as a strong line in the sand, but as we all know, that ain't going to last forever. So I thought there was a high chance that that was going to get took out. So thinking to myself, if that does get took out, where's the next logical area for me to look for a trade opportunity? Which was the top of that box I drew out, which was that high volume node. See it? Pretty straightforward, yeah? So that is in alignment with the weekly. I'll go on to the footprint in a minute. But on the custom afternoon chart, we were into a low volume node, if I remember seeing it. So I marked out this area here, the edge of the ledge, low volume area there. That's the high of that profile. We rejected from the middle, which is the low volume. So we filled that low volume node. Got it? So that's the weekly, the daily, custom afternoon chart. VWAP, well, that was at the deviation band extremes as well. So I always like to trade from the deviation band extremes and fade back to do a mean reversion back towards VWAP, which is where I've just said we are at now. So if I was going to be sensible, I should close the rest of this position out here. But I've already banked good money on 1.5 positions, as I say. So I'm happy just to gamble. Not fussed about the runner now. So let's get on to the footprint. I did look at that line in the sand, what I was talking about on the value area, where we were finding a lot of resistance, and I was expecting a breakout of there. I could see on the footprint, I was on the 17-minute, I remember. To get a bigger overview, I go on the higher time frames to see. If you're looking at 5-minute charts and you're looking at a period of, I don't know, 2 hours, it gets a bit confusing seeing all the buy side, sell side delta. But if you go to the larger frames, 17 minutes, you'll be able to then see, hopefully you can see this. So 17 minutes, look, 17 minutes. Wow. Pretty neutral there. Wow. Wow. So you can see just buying at this level, constantly buying. And I thought that's going to break out, fake out, which is what it did. And then start auctioning lower. There we go. Started auctioning lower then. Now we're back at VWAP, as I said. So having seen all that buying at that level, I was thinking, I'm going to wait patiently for that breakout, and then I'll trade the reversal from my higher up level, which was that daily high volume node. 4-minute chart. I think I saw a little bit of impulse buy, aggressive buy into that area. I think it was. Increasing buy delta, increasing buy delta there as well. Got that volume burst, rejection tail, and then we started going down. That's what the footprint looked like. I drag over my, well, you can see it there actually. This would possibly be a target, this imbalance being filled, which I'll pull over my candlestick chart. You can just see a bigger overview of everything. These different size candles, when you're seeing thick like that, that's how I set the study up to show an increase in volume, so we can see where there's been big clumps of volume within that candle. And when it's thin, you can see there's not a lot going on. This is a 7-minute chart. So you can see there's a little bit of imbalance here can still get filled, which is where I probably look possibly to take profits on this last runner. I'm aware we've got very soon, actually. I think we've got a red folding news, actually, thinking about it. So I might just close out fully, actually. But yeah, so that's basically the recap for this afternoon's trades. So short from the top of this level here. And ideally, we want to be out on everything sensibly back at VWAP, especially now I know that we've got red folding news soon, which is why prices come back to VWAP, because they'll be getting VWAP executions, no doubt. Right, so for that reason, I'm going to sign off and I'm going to go and close the trade out, and I'll catch you tomorrow morning, I reckon, if I take some trades. Nice one. Cheers, guys. Over and out.